Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be guiding you on a nice cool down stretch after we do a workout or a class. So let's start off just stretching one of our calves. You can bend and stretch your knee as you need and just sit into the calf stretch a little bit. And we'll do the same thing on the second side. Just stretching out that calf, super nice. Again, bending it and stretching as you wish. Let's quickly switch legs and go back to the first side with both knees super stretched, reaching up nice and tall and extending, breathing out over as you place your hands on either side of your foot. Now if you'd like to increase this stretch a little bit more to make it a little bit more difficult, you can flex that front foot up towards the ceiling while reaching your nose towards the shin, lengthening your back. And let's switch and raise that back heel high to the ceiling and sliding into a deep lunge to stretch out our hip flexor. Just holding that for a couple more seconds and release your knee back down. Now if you'd like to increase the stretch in your hip flexor as well, you can raise one hand up above and reach your chest tall to the ceiling, looking towards the ceiling with your eyes, not letting your head collapse. And come back up. Now sit back all the way back in your heel if you can, or just back so you're bending your knee 90 degrees. And then slide into a split if this is available to you today. Let's take our arms above our head if we are in a split. Option here to also take a jazz split. Now bend that front leg into a pigeon pose and try to rotate your hip down, keeping your knee parallel at the back, and just fall onto your thigh. Keep breathing. Now bend that back knee and sit back a little bit. This double stag position is excellent for your hip flexor and for your ITB, so if you can, just roll in and out of the stretch. And let's do the same thing on the second side. Preparing with your toes each facing the same direction, reaching up nice and tall with your hands and breathing out as you fold forward onto your leg. Flexing that front toe up to the ceiling if you can to increase the stretch in your hamstrings. And lowering it back down to raise that back heel. Sliding that back foot towards the back of your body into a deep lunge and let your knee go down to the floor gently. Again, taking that option to take the same arm as the back leg up to the ceiling, reaching your chest up nice and tall to really strengthen your core and stretch deep within your hip sockets. And let's sit all the way back if you can today, or just halfway back, flexing that front foot to the ceiling again. And again, if you can, take a split on the second side with your arms right away above your head, moving them a little bit, making sure that back hip's rotated down so your hips are square. And let's bend that front knee into that pigeon. You can rotate and twist your body here a little bit, making sure your knee is facing parallel at the back. And let's take that double stag position again. Just twisting as you need, rolling back and forth into your hips. Now with your toes pointed, your legs straight in front of you, just flex your feet up to the ceiling and simply work through your demi-point to point them again. Rolling through your ankles, flexing them to the ceiling and pointing them down again, making sure that your ankles are following the same trajectory up and down, reaching up nice and tall while your toes are pointed, falling onto your legs if you can. Tucking one toe into your inner thigh, reaching up and over to reach for the other toe, a nice deep side bend and a really great stretch for your inner thighs. Transitioning back into that forward bend, and let's do the same thing on the second side, using the opposite foot towards your knee or inner thigh. The closer your leg is and the further out it is to the side, the deeper stretch you find. Now to finish today, let's find a nice butterfly and just wiggle our hips back and forth a little bit. And just press one knee down and then press the other knee down. Thank you so much for joining me on this little cool down stretch today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon or evening or morning. See you next time and stay safe. Bye now.